Okay, in this run, I decided to go for some rabbit scaling. Personally, my opinion on rabbit is that it is a pretty weak unit. I actually don't really recommend going for it too often. It can be pretty tempting, but like food builds in general usually aren't great until you actually unlock like cat or seal. And that's when you can really start scaling pretty fast with food builds. But normally, I don't really recommend buying too much food on turns like 1 through 9, or 1 through, I don't know, yeah, somewhere around there until you unlock chocolate. I mean, chocolate's just really good as a food. But usually, like buying salads on turn 5 and 6, I don't think is super good. And like maybe you can buy pears on turn 7 and 8. It's not bad, but oftentimes I feel like rolling for bison or penguin or parrot, it can be a big reward. Or if you know your team is pretty weak, you can buy a bunch of cans and potentially get like replace a lot of things on your team, and the cans will affect so many things in the future that it will be worth the investment. Anyway, pretty standard starts. We got otters, we got fish. Unfortunate that otter buff hit the other fish, but generally, when you're going with fish, you want to go for 2 level 2s and combine for a level 3. That's like the most helpful thing, but you can't always get that. If you have to, you can always just combine the fish. It's only +1/+1. It's not a huge deal if that doesn't work out. But yeah, decided to combine the fish because I don't want the otter buff to hit the other one again. And got one more. Just need one more for the level 3. The early rabbit. So yeah, I bought the early rabbit. I didn't buy any food whatsoever. So I'm really just waiting until I get like double rabbit and then maybe buy some salads. Salad on turns 5 and 6 with double rabbit. That's pretty efficient because you're getting +1/+3. That's 4 stats for each, so 8 stats total. That's pretty much like buying a pizza, and you're on turn 5 and 6. So just a really big advantage there. But yeah, I didn't find double rabbit until after I bought the salad, so maybe I should have rolled first. But either way, wouldn't have gotten to buy the salad this turn. And garlic. So when you go with rabbits, you're going to have a ton of health because obviously you get plus health from the rabbit. So it's going to be kind of skewed, which means that melon armor is not really as good. Melon armor really specializes in things that have high attack and low health because early on, it's going to survive that extra hit. I get a third rabbit on turn 6. It's looking great. But garlic armor is fantastic for high health units, and as long as they don't have anything that has a ton of health, it should be okay. So a loss there. It kind of sucks to lose one of the first 2 rounds and be down to 9 hearts because now I really only have 3 lives, but another rabbit as well. So I sell a level 3 otter and decide to go level 2 rabbit, or yeah, I do decide to go level 2 rabbit. Okay, that's pretty risky. I mean, yes, I'm just like maybe sacrificing this round just for the penguin scaling, which I don't think is really worth it, but you know, uh, probably would lose the round if I didn't combine anyway. And meat is pretty scary, and yeah, looks like a loss, but that's okay. And now, like, I have melon armor on the scaling rabbits. I could take a deer here and then maybe buy like a cupcake to really make sure I don't lose. But instead, I play it pretty risky and buy a pear. Double penguin, that's great. So the odds of seeing a penguin, if you spend 10 gold just like rolling for one specific unit and nothing in the shop is frozen, I believe it's like a 60-65% chance you'll actually find what you want, which is not that high, really, because you're not going to spend 10 rolls on looking for one unit. Like you gotta buy something, right? Cow, we have a level 1 and a level 3 rabbit, so it's +1/+5, which is just great. And 2 more cows. That is exactly what I wanted to see. And now we've scaled very quickly. 1630 rabbits with melon armor. And this is actually very good against like teams like this. Summon teams, because we just have such tanky health, and most of the time they don't have a lot of attack. And just barely able to draw. The penguin actually coming in clutch. That's great. Level 2 penguin, or I decide to go for rabbit. Okay. Maybe not the best decision there, but you know what? You got to go all in on the meme team of having as many rabbits as possible. And then another cow. So look at that. We got a 1945 rabbit on turn 10. Just like you're able to reach 50 health so quick. That could be another challenge, is how quick can you get to like 50 health on a unit? Maybe if you get like an early worm and you get early rabbit and early worm, then you can probably get it to like 50 HP really fast. But yeah, we are pretty much a 2 unit team, but it's working out because the stats are just so far above average right now. And yeah, steak, again, when you have a lot of HP and not a lot of attack, bone attack can be good. I mean, really, like all the foods are good. Garlic's good, bone attack is good if you have like almost no attack, and steak is also really good if you have like no attack. But on the pretty beefy units, very helpful to have garlic here. And you can see we go in against a pretty strong summoning team. I guess only level 1 turkey, so maybe not the strongest, but a relatively decent summon team. Although it is turn 11, so it could be much better. We would lose to like a tiger, whale, deer for sure. But as for right now, it seems to work. So 2350 level 2 rabbits. Pretty nasty. And then an 824 rabbit with steak. Very skewed stats. And then I roll into 2 more rabbits. That's very nice. And I can get level 2 rabbit next turn. The penguin will start scaling it. And it's only giving attack to the front one right now, but still, it's not bad. This looks like a really strong team, but we trade very well, and the steak comes in really clutch, and we actually managed to win that round. Pretty surprising, but yeah, perfect. And now it's a 929 rabbit. How skewed can these things go? Like, if you, okay, so if you buy milk, assuming you had all level 3 rabbits on your team, I mean that's not realistic at all, but like that would be plus 15. Okay, we'll say 4. That's plus 12. You could get like plus 1 plus 12 or plus 1 plus 14, I guess, because of the extra 2 from the milk already. You could get to 50 health so fast and have like 5 attack. That would be great. And then sushi. Oh, with 3 level 2 rabbits, you can see just the incredible amount of health we get there. Plus 1, plus 7, 3 times. 8 stats 3 times. That means we're getting 24 stats from that one sushi. That's beautiful. And another summon build. We do have a tiger, whale, deer, but it's just a turkey. They don't have parrot turkey. If they had parrot turkey, I think we for sure lose it. But because they didn't, managed to clutch it out. And there we go. Beautiful to win with triple rabbit. I think it might be interesting to try to go for like a quadruple rabbit or even 5 rabbits, but I was pretty happy with this team. A triple level 2 rabbit. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. See ya.